Good morning. Welcome to the Dark Moon Radio Show. Here we go again. Yes, we're going again. It's a Monday morning. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Do you know what you're doing? If you know what you're doing, that's awesome. If not, well, join the club. Do we any of us know again what we're doing? At the moment, I'm trying to sort of rearrange YouTube stuff. Oh dear, I don't know why I bother. I don't. I wonder why I bother. I just make it look pretty. I don't know. So how did you do? Do you have a nice weekend? It's hot. It's damn hot. Yes, British people, we love to talk about the weather. We do. We talk about the weather a lot. That's because it happens. It happens a lot. It's like a wet, moist. I grew up in hot countries, okay? When you have a nice dry heat, you don't feel this wet. Everything is just, blah, gets sticky. It's like sticky fingers. It's like living with a 3-year-old again. I mean, everything gets sticky. But there we go. It's part of life, so I should stop whining about it. Just get on with it. That's the whole thing. Get on with it. But yeah, it's 22 degrees already out there. Oh my goodness, are we interested in the weather? It's going to get hot, hot, hot. I've got a few new tunes for you. I'm replacing my music because YouTube isn't pleased. It's like I can't. I've got to start phasing out all my old stuff. But what I'll do is I'll start mixing it into new stuff, and I quite like that part. I enjoy that part. That's a lot of fun. But there we go. We're just having a laugh. Right, I want to play you. Yes, a healing I cast. Now, yeah, I use AI. There's no doubt about it. I'm not much of a singer. And the AI makes my voice into a singer. It's called auto-tune, and Cher has been doing it for years. So, yeah, that's like, okay, these are my words, and this is my voice. I recorded my voice, and then it takes my voice and turns it into a singer. Which, if I was a singer, I would be not very happy about this. But I'm a writer, and I'm not necessarily happy about the books that AI is producing. So we're just going to sort of stand down and accept life as it is. But this is called a healing I cast. And it's quite a gentle thing. I'm in the mood for something gentle right now. A healing I can cast among all those who come and ask. I reach out and enfold with grace, with just a picture of their face. Across the miles, across the years, beyond the worry and the tears, I send a thought upon the air, a simple whisper saying, I care. May you find your balance, may you find your peace, may the burden on your shoulders for a little while release. May your spirit rest a while, may your weary heart be free, for sometimes all the healing needed is knowing someone sees. Sending out hope upon the tide to those with nowhere left to hide. And miracles to command, no promises made by mortal hands. Only kindness freely given, a small reflection of. You knew my story. You did. You heard my story. May you find your balance. May you find your peace. May the burden on your shoulders for a little while release. May your spirit rest a while. May your weary heart be free. For sometimes all the healing needed
is knowing someone sees. The oak tree does not force the seed, it simply gives what roots may need. The river does not heal the shore, yet returns again and again once more. So I offer what I have to give, a little strength to help you live, a little light against the night, a hand extended toward the light. For pain can make the spirit small, and grief can build an unseen wall. Yet even in the darkest hour, there lives a quiet healing power. Not always cure, not always change, not always freedom from the pain, but moments of peace, however brief, can bring a weary soul relief. May you find your balance, may you find your peace, may the storms that rage around you for a little while decrease. May your dreams be soft tonight, may your heart remember spring, for even the smallest act of kindness can become a healing thing. A healing I can. And though it may be small and slight, I send it gently through the night.
There we go. Wasn't that nice? Yeah, I'm definitely moving over to this because it's just nice. It's much much better than mine, and I'll always do mine, and I'll always do my words. These are my words. It's just so wonderful hearing my words in this sort of format. It's like, oh, I did that. Yeah, you could put it on the fridge with a fridge magnet. Yeah, so. Well, we're still sort of playing our. We'll start phasing into that because that's just better. That's all I can say. But I keep sort of, yeah. It's kind of like watching the old ways die. You're not alone in the dark. You just can't feel the others yet. Yeah, we're not really alone. It just feels that way. It's been a long weekend. It's like been a hot weekend. So I'm learning to deal with sort of meds and heat, and everything is learning to deal with. And it's like, okay, I kind of phase out when I'm overwhelmed. I don't know if that's a new thing. Phasing out is kind of you phase into your own reality. It's like, okay, I'm getting into overwhelm now, and there's not much I can do about it except that I kind of slow. It's like my brain slows down. But hey, that's I'm a lot better than I was, and I have some news. I have some, yeah. I did a volunteer radio presenter interview. Yeah, and you know what? I didn't even mention the stroke. I'm tired of talking about the stroke in a lot of ways. It's like I don't want special attention. Anyway, it's some. I gotta be careful what I say, I suppose. But it's some guy in Essex, and he's got a radio station. And he's just a student. And he's set it all up, and he's paying megabucks. Look, there's again. He's paying megabucks now. I'm not. Okay, I'm doing it all on the cheap. But but oh, I'm tempted because all the banks offer you out loans. They all want to give you money. And I'm like, oh, I could go to a bank, get loads of money, and set up just like he does. He's got about 33,000 people that listen. I've got to tune into that. I don't know how it's done. But anyway, I'm going to do an hour presentation, an hour show a week. And yeah, I'm just mulling that over and processing it. Because yes, having a professional thing going on, that sounds good. That'll help focus me. Boy, do I need focus. I'm determined to make this work 100%, and I'm a little slow sometimes, and it's a little sad, but yeah, I also watched a few other radio presenters. I wanted to see, so I went on and and I'm thinking I'm not that bad. There was a few. I'm different. I'm weird. Yes, maybe they're a bit more conventional. They have things like news spots and advertising things, and it's all. He pays for it all. He pays for for the news to come in as it does, and he pays for the music licenses and all of that. It's like okay, okay, I don't have to do that. There's that. So yeah, it's there's a whole big business out there, and I'm looking at it through a lens of I'm very tired and I'm hot, and I'm a little bit overwhelmed with life. So it's probably not a good time to make any decisions. I'm not going to just sign up. I'm just going to, yeah, mull it over for a bit. Never make a decision when you're drunk, depressed, or pregnant. And I think underneath a lot of that, drunk, I don't drink anymore. It's very sad I don't drink anymore, but it's not in a lot of ways. It's like my body can't deal with that. But um, my partner bought me a Guinness, non-alcoholic Guinness. Oh, I've always sort of pooed up, alcohol, non-alcoholic beer. What's the use of it? Waste of it. But it was a nice, refreshing drink. It was like, okay. And it didn't make my heart pound. It didn't give me flushes. It was like, okay, I can deal with this. This is nice. This is okay. We will definitely, yeah, definitely have more of this non-alcoholic stuff. And yeah, it's time for me to stop drinking. I come from a very sort of drinky poo family, sort of gin and tonics and whiskey and glass of wine here and there. And yeah, I come from one of those families, and guess it's time. I also like to lose weight. I seem to be putting on weight again. The beta blockers are probably for that, but can't eat anything. Just stop eating. Stop eating. Stop drinking. But the brightness of the canal out there is so bright, and it's like it's just gone 9. The sky is clear. It's got a few chemtrails. Yes, a few airplanes leaving trails behind. Yeah, what you want to talk about that? That's you do that in your own time. The air already caresses the promises of another hot day. Oh yeah, everything's warming up, and the milk is edging towards independence. It was solid, basically. It's a solid state form now. And the cheese is disgustingly runny, and yeah, it's considering all options at this stage. We don't have a fridge. So this is why I have a huge big tub of powdered milk, because that doesn't go off. But the butter was the fun stuff. It has abandoned all presence of sodality, being solid, and became a small yellow lake on the sideboard. Yeah, a very greasy lake. But the cat had fun for a bit. Yeah. English summer has arrived. Warm, humid. Okay, humid. Humid. Another word for moist. Moist. And it's discussed endlessly by everybody. Okay, everybody was, oh, it's a little bit warm, isn't it? And it's like, yeah, it's what we do. We talk about the weather. But it's discussed endlessly. But we have a lot of the different types of weather. And it's part of the national discussion, really. But the canal is busier here because we moved the boat yesterday. And I couldn't even be bothered to video it. It was like, I was in an odd state. But there's more walkers, more dogs, more boats, more conversations, and the dog is delighted because he's a sociable creature. He likes other dogs. He doesn't like people so much. But the cat remains affectionately and entirely convinced that everybody is here specifically to admire him. You don't know the amount of time we go, oh, look at the cat. Oh, isn't he pretty? Oh, there's a cat on the boat. And all the children going by and all the people. It's like, the dog just growls. But we only went down up a couple of locks. It was just a new stretch of the canal. And the engine, yes, the engine. It worked very hard, perhaps a little too hard. It got hot and smoked a little. And it's now requesting oil, attention, and possibly emotional support. A nice little cuddle. Ah, machines are not actually that different from people. You push them too hard and eventually they ask for maintenance. The same is true of minds. Eventually your mind will ask for maintenance. What do you do to maintain your mind? TikTok is a good option. Or reading a good book. I've just finished a book. I'm not sure whether it was good or not. I'm still contemplating it. It was very alarming. But yes, bodies, if you push them too hard, they ask for maintenance too. Or lives, really. I'm going to play you one of my favourites. One of my favourite of my new ones, because I wrote this a long time ago and I didn't quite know how to put it into a song. And it's been put beautifully into a song. I mean, it's like, oh wow, it makes me cry. Just the whole sort of my words into a song. So I'm going to inflict it on you now.
Magic in a braided hair, a spark of wonder showing that we tear. Words that flow and dance upon the air, building dreams from places once laid bare. Mysteries unravel, knots untied, hidden truths no longer need to hide. Every story carries seeds unheard, waiting to awaken through a weave of words. A weave of words, a weaving of light, threads of intention spun through the night, a flight of birds across the sky above, woven with wisdom, wonder and love. A weave of words, a spell softly stirred, the world can change through a single word. What once was distant can now be heard, all through the power of a weave of words. A burst of color to the gray, call forgotten dreams back into play, a loving romance, a brand new start, a brighter future growing in the heart. More abundance flowing to your door, clarity revealing something more. What you seek may seem beyond your reach, yet words can plant the lessons they would teach. A weave of words, a weaving of light, threads of intention spun through the night, a flight of birds across the sky above, woven with wisdom, wonder and love. A weave of words, a spell softly stirred, the world can change through a single word. What once was distant can now be heard, all through the power of a weave of words. Every promise starts with a sound, every castle first touched the ground, every journey starts with a name, every fire begins with a flame. Speak it softly, sing it clear, call it closer, draw it near, water the seed and trust the way the words you weave will bloom one day. And healing carried on the breeze, courage growing quietly through the trees, passion burning bright within the soul, guiding scattered pieces to a whole. Focus on the things you truly need, plant your future in a simple seed, watch it rise and blossom toward the sun. The weaving never ends, it's never done. A weave of words, a weaving of light, threads of intention spun through the night. Flight of birds across the sky above, woven with wisdom, wonder, and love. A weave of words, a spell softly stirred. The world was built from a spoken word, and every dream you've ever preferred may begin today with a weave of words. So gather your stories, your hope and your song. The threads have been waiting for you all along. For magic is found where the heart is hurt, and life is rewritten through a weave of words.
Yeah, now that's very appropriate for the time of year, I suppose. Beltane, no, Beltane, summer solstice. Summer solstice. Everybody's yes. I've done Stonehenge. I've done Avebury. I've done Glastonbury. I love Glastonbury. The view of the sun rising is just on a solstice morning. That's very magical. And yeah, my partner sort of poo-poos the whole thing. It's like, "Phew, it's just like every other day." It's not, but if you'd like to think it that way, it's like there's nothing I can do to change that. And I can't do people, not at the moment. People is a bit much for me, it's peopling. And the crowds would just like, no, thank you. But yeah, I do enjoy looking at the photographs and the videos of across social media of people just being in the magic of it all, because it is. It's very magical. Um, and yeah, even though my partner's poo-pooed it a couple of times, I've seen him get swept away with the pagan circles and stuff like that. There's a lot of magic there, which is good because it feels like it's being sort of pushed out a bit. I don't know. I had a rough dream, and I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about it today. But it was like a really, really wasn't abstract. It wasn't symbolic. It was just vivid. I don't dream like that often, which is why I'm still in it. I'm still, yeah, it was a big burning city. It was a city, it was an English city, it was on fire. I'm like, what? I was watching it like I was a drone. I was a drone circling. And there was people burning. It was smoke and screams and yeah, there was just like, well, okay, this is fear. This is like, okay, now what is my subconscious trying to tell me? What is my shadows? What am I projecting my shadows on? I don't know. I don't live in a city. I haven't lived in a city for a long time, but this is the sort of dream that follows you into the morning and it leaves traces behind. I was very grateful it was a dream. It's probably the heat. Yeah. I have been drinking plenty of water. I didn't eat the cheese. I don't know. There was just like it's not something I've seen before. I don't have um I've never really had prophetic dreams where you can I see people and I see what the probabilities and possibilities are going through people. Yes, but not civilizations. Not before. I mean, everything comes to an end, so cities eventually burn and disappear, but it was very vivid. It was like, yeah. And dreams are strange things. Now, I can do dream interpretation for other people quite easily. Doing one for myself is not actually that easy because I'm aware of it's like doing a tarot card reading for yourself. You can't really have a unbiased opinion. You're always going to have a biased opinion. Maybe I was on Twitter too much last night. Yeah, this is where I go with it. Um, because, yeah, it's very unlike me to sort of, it's like processing. It's all just sort of being processed. Sometimes memory. Have I ever seen a city burn? I don't think so. Well, of course, movies and stuff. We did go and see that Disclosure thing the other weekend. I wouldn't recommend it. It was also badly shot. I mean, okay, say what you will about it, but the cinema either had it out of focus and the sound was all blurry. And if you go to a cinema, my television, well, I haven't got a television, my computer thing that I use is beautifully in color. And I've seen televisions that are beautifully in color, beautifully and actually sharp edges and everything like that. And the cinema was like, is this blurry for me? No, my partner said it's blurry for him as well. But yeah, maybe it was a memory from a movie or something. That would make me feel better. But sometimes it's just fear looking for somewhere to live. That was another thought that came up. In other words, I have fears. So I have fears, obviously, sort of in the future for what the future brings. And I'm just projecting images to it. Makes sense? Sometimes the mind is just cleaning house. Yeah, that as well as I get it. But the subconscious rarely works in gentle metaphors. It fears fires and floods and monsters and apocalypses and, yeah, a little bit of drama. Because it is a symbolic creature, so it deals with symbols, and symbols are dramatic. But yes, lots of contemplation. I'm still partly in it, I suppose, today, which is why I'm a little bit more subdued. Anyway, got another song. Got another song all lined up. Let's just...
Welcome to the Dark Moon Radio. Let's get real.
Yeah, maybe not too real. Certainly not Burning City stuff. Let's deal with symbols and unconsciousness. It's probably a safer topic. Let's play the weird ones. Are you a weird one? I think you are. I can see you.
The weird ones, the strange and the wild, the ones who never quite fitted the file, the dreamers and wanderers walking alone, searching for places that felt more like home. I like the black sheep that wandered away, refusing to follow what others would say. They listened instead to a voice deep within, a whisper that told them where they should begin. Here's to the weird ones, the odd and the free, the ones who became exactly who they're meant to be. The road may be lonely, the journey unclear, but the fire burns brightest in the hearts of the weird. I like the different ones, stubborn and true, who looked at the world and saw right through the masks and the stories, the games and the lies, and chose their own truth beneath open skies. They tried to walk pathways laid out by the crowd. They tried to stay quiet, obedient and proud, but something inside them would never comply, a spirit too fierce to surrender and die. Here's to the weird ones, the odd and the free, the ones who became exactly who they're meant to be. The road may be lonely, the journey unclear, but the fire burns brightest in the hearts of the weird. No matter how steep, no matter how rough, no matter how painful, no matter how tough, they knew it was written before they were born, like oak roots gripping through weather and storm, a mark in a spirit, a song in the bone, and knowing that says, you must walk this alone. They could never bend a knee to the wrong thing, never sell their soul for comfort or a king. They forged their own road through shadow and light, and learned how to trust what they knew was right. And if they had to do it all over again, through the heartbreak, the losses, the grief and the pain, they'd walk the same path beneath moon and sun, because being themselves was the only thing done. Here's to the weird ones, the odd and the free, the seekers revered. The world moves forward because of the weird. Here's to the weird ones, raise your voice and sing. For every strange soul who could never fit in. The road may be lonely, but one thing is clear. I like those ones. The weird ones are here. Around every fire, around every moon, they find one another, sooner or soon. And though they may wander through many a year, they always know when another weird one is near.
Isn't that fun? Are you a weird one? I think so. I think you're a weird one. I can see you. We're all weird ones. Only the weird ones are good ones. The ones that question everything. Never be obedient, never do as you're told. It's like an internal thing that says, nope. Someone tells me what to do, it's automatic. I'm now a professional. Nah, not doing it. Not doing it. Nope. You give me a good reason. All right, that is a good reason, but I'm going to do it like this. That's another one. It's like I don't understand who have people that just do everything they're told. It's suspicious, that's for sure. Yeah. What have we got here? There we go.
Broadcasting from the Witch's Waterways. You're inside the circle now.
Yeah, you're one of the weird ones, basically. Too bad. But yeah, they mostly sort of stay away from crowds. I've noticed the people that stay away from the crowds. People that stand alone in a crowd. And I can be in a crowd. I used to be able to be in a crowd. I used to be able to mimic. Great mimic at things. How do you deal with the crowds? Because it's not easy. If you're surrounded by people that you know and you love and you're part of family and it's part of your tribe, there, you stride in, surrounded by people that will have your back. But those of us that haven't got community and tribe usually have to stand. And it's either you project, you project, I am me, and you can project friendly, people pleasing. I've done that. This never really works well for me. Used to project it, and as I got older, I sort of not very good at projecting it. It's like the mask came off. But okay, it's still a valid thing. You can project a mask. Do it for safety. I watch a lot of the TikTok stuff, and people do it for safety. Women do it for safety. You smile, and yes, I'm smiling because I don't want you to hurt me or attack me. So it's a sort of an inbuilt animalistic thing that we smile. We bare our teeth, showing we're harmless. Again, people are weird. Don't know about that stuff. But yeah. So hanging on to my theatrical dramatic dream of a burning city. Yeah, we live in unusual times. We do. This is not a time that, we can't really relate to our ancestors because they were very, very different from us. They were under a lot less pressure, and yet I was watching some of the history stuff where a guy, yeah, he was born into poverty and basically, yeah, he married and had kids and couldn't hold it together and basically, yeah, went in and out of prison, eventually got tuberculosis in prison and died. And you see that as somebody's life. Now, if you were one of believing that that was their whole life, that was their entire existence, right? From beginning, never ever exist again. Now, I don't believe that. I believe in reincarnation. Or you believe that, he was being judged for every thought that he had, everything that he did, and probably because he ended up in prison and he was a bad man, he was going to burn in hell for all eternity. Again, that's not my thing. But if you believe in reincarnation, that basically he was a big, huge godlike soul, just trying to experience a little limitation. That's sort of it leaves off the sting a bit, because I think it, unjust circumstances, just freaking unlucky. He was just unlucky. And how do you compute with that? Now, if my stroke was one of the neutrons traveling through the universe, like, could have hit my partner, could have hit my cat, it hit me. Was I just unlucky? But unlucky is not something you can plan for. Unjust is not something you can plan for. If I put a tweet up on Facebook or tweet up on Twitter, and I'm making a joke and somebody doesn't see it as a joke, and I'm unlucky enough to be hauled in front of our justice system and probably get the book thrown at me because of the two-tier system. This is all unluck and unfortunate. But it's like a constant stream of fear that you could get unlucky or it could happen to you. I mean, there's a lot of wars, there's politics, conflict, disasters, predictions, warnings, arguments, right? It's all of it, like, bah, 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 bah. Even when we consciously step away from it, some of it settles into the deeper layers of mind. It does. Other people's shit, basically. They call it an egregores. Egogores? I don't know quite how you pronounce it, because I don't even think AI pronounces it right in some of these stories. But egregores, I'm going to say, and that is a negative mind, negative thought patterns that is created by the collective. So we create our own negative gods, basically, and it's called an egregore. But saying that, we must kind of create the opposite. I'm a great believer in balance now. This is where I do shine. Duality. The duality laws in this universe is extreme. Where there is great evil, there has to be great good. If you're going to have your whole duality scenes, light, darkness, male, female, light, right, left, black, white, all of that, you're going to have balance with it. And that's what the Tao symbol promises, balance. There's a bit of good in evil and there's a little bit of evil in good, but both sides are kept at a balance. Yes, it swings. It's like a pendulum, but it has to swing back. But the subconscious, my subconscious, it has to process the backlog of all of this. I've been doing an awful lot of processing, and it's very tiring. And sometimes the meds are like interfering, and sometimes they help. I'm not sure. But symbols, stories, burning cities. I think the process is not prophecy. Not to me. The dream is not a prediction, and the fear is not future. And sometimes, simply, a dream is just a dream. It's just a process. But processing is not prophecy. I don't think so. But there are people out there where processing is prophecy, where it does come true. I've also been thinking people are messing around with reality. People are really, really messing around with reality. You ask me who people are and I won't know, but I do know how to mess around. You know, all this thoughts becomes things. I grew up with that. Thoughts becomes things and The Secret and all of that. Yeah, I know, and I understand that. I don't necessarily think it works 100% of the time, but somebody out there has got their reality working down pretty well. And how to nudge realities. That I feel is quite strong. What do you think? Yeah, I need a discussion with this. I need to hear other people's ideas and minds of it, because it is a thing. I got this one from Samhain. I know, it's not Samhain. Samhain's a Halloween. But this is one of my songs that I wrote for Halloween, and I've put it into weird and wonderful auto-tune. But it's a good dance. But as I say, it's a Halloween one, but it's kind of appropriate, I think.
Death. That got your attention. Trust me to mention the unmentioned. Is a time of portals, a turning season reminding we're mortal. The veil grows thin as the shadows creep and the old ones stir from their winter sleep. We laugh because tomorrow isn't a sure thing, no promise carried on tomorrow's wing. The wheel keeps turning whether we stay or go, and that's the first thing death will show. Death, come sit beside the fire tonight. We'll share our stories in the fading light. For teaches us the sacred gift of death. The world is showing its rotten decay, so let us feast while we've still got today. Raise up a cup and pass round the bread and speak the names of our beloved dead. Faces remembered through laughter and tears, those who have crossed in the passing years, gone from our sight but never erased, still living gently in memory's place. Death, come sit beside the fire tonight. We'll share our stories in the fading lights. For every ending, every final breath teaches us the sacred gift of death. Prepare the way. Soon we will greet the shortest day. The fields lie sleeping beneath the frost, reminding us nothing is ever lost. The wheel turns onward, season by season, not cruel, not kind, but beyond all reason. And here we learn what matters most, to love the living and honor the ghosts. Us to notice that we are here, to set our sails while the winds still blow, and danced while the embers still brightly glow. Life is precious.
Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, okay, it was the wrong time of year. I wrote that at solstice, but at Samhain. But yeah, I turned it into a song. But I kind of I love the pagan fiddle stuff, but I will write different types. I will create different types. I got one more. Have we got time? I think we do. Oh, I got two more actually. That's easy. As I said, I've got to start phasing out mine. YouTube doesn't like it. YouTube is saying, oh, I think people that I use their music when it was royalty free, it's all been sort of copyright free, royalty free. Yes, help yourself as long as it's not in the same form. I think some people have re-registered their music that I have used. If they re-register it as their own, then I can't sort of do commercial stuff. And I think that's moving the goalposts. Just create more. But anyway, I'm very grateful for using it for the time being. But now I suppose I have to move on and find some other ways. Because I really enjoy making music. I really enjoy making my words into music. It gives me pleasure. Okay, one last one. Arise and greet the day.
Arise and face the morning sun. Time to get moving, there's work to be done. The world keeps turning, the wheel won't wait. So meet the day before it's too late. The dawn is calling across the land. A challenge written by unseen hands. To walk your path with heart and will. And climb the mountains standing still. Arise, arise, greet the day. The spiral turns and calls again. Arise, arise, stand up tall. The wheel keeps turning for us all. And when the setting sun has come, we'll celebrate beside the drum. We are not here to hide away, sleeping our precious lives away. There are words to speak and songs to sing, and seeds of tomorrow to gently bring. The spiral dances through dark and light, mental and spiritual battles to fight. Yet every challenge upon the road strengthens the soul and lightens the load. Arise, arise, greet the day. Walk your road and find your way through dark and light, through loss and gain. The spiral turns and calls again. Arise, arise, stand up tall. The wheel keeps turning for us all. And when the setting sun has come, we'll celebrate beside the drum. A dust. Every leaf returns to dust. Every winter yields to spring. Every silence learns to sing. The fire waits beyond the toil. The harvest sleeps beneath the soil. And every step along the way becomes the story of the day. Western sky and the smoke of the fire rises high. We'll gather round with friends and kin and laugh at the trouble we've traveled in. With a tankard raised beneath the moon, an old song sung in merry tune, we'll celebrate that we have come. Another day arrives. around the sun. Arise, arise, greet the day. Walk your road and find your way through dark and light, through loss and gain. The spiral turns and calls again. Arise, arise, stand up tall. The wheel keeps turning for us all. And when the setting sun has come, we'll celebrate beside the drum. Round the fire with the setting sun, celebrating life with the beat of a drum. For the day was lived and the work was done. Another turn around the sun.
Way, wasn't that fun? Oh, I enjoyed that one. Ah, makes you want to get up and dance. It's energetics. All of this is frequency energetics, and the more I get into frequencies, the more, okay, that's energetic. Woo, that's almost too much. I mean, I get dizzy now. It's like I don't stand up too fast. But yes, that was energetic. Right, okay. I think we've got one more. But anyway, well, where's what might my notes say today? Life continues. Yeah, I was in a bit of a dream state, and life continues. While the dream fade, life continues. While the states go from one to next. You move from state to state. The dog still wants to play, the cat wants affection, the engine wants oil, and the butter wants refrigeration. The canal wants boats, and the summer wants heat, and the day wants living. Yeah, perhaps there's wisdom in returning to ordinary things. Not as avoidance, but as a grounding. The mind visits burning cities, and the feet is still standing on the earth. And I will say, if you do not do anything for solstice, right? Never mind all of the crowds and the sunsets and the sunrise. If you don't do anything, do just the one thing, is put your bare feet on some grass or some earth, or even some stones. Try not concrete, but tarmac now. Just some earth. Put your bare feet on the earth. Just that. Just that. That's all, really. And yeah, a city burned in the night. It didn't, though. It's just a dream. Canals sparkle in the morning. The dream belongs to sleep, and the day belongs to life. We feel life, and we go through it all. And the dog waits for adventure. He really wants. Yeah, I'm gonna take him for a nice long walk to go and collect my car. The cat, he enjoys his admiration. He's got beautiful gold eyes. Yeah. And the engine is waiting for maintenance. The sun continues climbing into the sky, and it's just 23 degrees. And my goodness, there is an explanation mark. Orange warning for high temp. Oh, really? It's not that high. I remember growing up, 30, 37, 42. There was Jordan, though. But perhaps today is not for interpreting every shadow. Maybe today is just for a cup of tea, even with powdered milk. For movement, for sunshine, for being present and being alive when we actually are. Which is, quite thankfully, not a burning city. We don't do that. It's like my subconscious mind is taking the bins out. Oh, well, I will actually trust the canal more than I will my dreams, because my mind is doing its thing. Whereas the canal is doing the nature thing. Now that's probably that's enough reality for morning, really. Yeah, there's definitely enough reality. Sometimes too much. Okay, that's all I got for you today. I'm going to be busy recording some more music. I love this music. It's a lot of fun. Just find. Oh, I had it all lined up, and I pressed the wrong button, and it's gone. Oh well, such is life. Gonna play something to leave. Where did time go? Time was my thing. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna play into battle. Let's go into battle. Battle of the day? Not necessarily. Bye now.
We must go, even though we see and know the truth is rarely black and white, and seldom wins without a fight. The world presents a painted stage, built from fear and dressed in rage. Yet somewhere underneath the show lies something deeper that we know. Into battle, into flame, refusing to be bent or tamed. With open eyes and spirit strong, we know where we belong. Into battle side by side, with truth and courage as our guide. And though the road is hard to travel, we will not unravel. Where to stand and sit, what to believe and who will fit, what songs to sing and words to say, and how to think from day to day.